yeah, oh yeah. Oh well, good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Alive from or in the garden, Saigon. It's now. My name is, or the name they gave me is Rodney Josephson. Today's episode is the monad already there. All is one, one is all. So let's see. As you can see that I'm sitting in the garden. Well, actually, I dreamed up this garden and now I am living it. Yes. I was dwelling in the moment, and then this apartment appeared, so I moved in. Nice garden in the back, on the fourth floor, patio or balcony or whatever you'd like to call it. So I'm in the garden now, because I was in the abyss before. First floor, walled off patio, little sunlight, and now I get sunlight, moonlight. That is when they haven't covered the skies with wonderful man-made clouds. All right, you shouldn't call it cloud. We'll just skip that. That's a different story. So let's get right into it, shall we? So remember that since you are eternal, perhaps you don't, maybe you don't realize that. Once you realize you are eternal, then things start to change. Your perception of your existence will also change. I mean, for me it has, and perhaps some of you it has as well. As long as you can dwell in the concept or idea of eternity, then your whole inner world will change, which will change the outer world. So I've drawn this, you can call it a wave. Why not? Or mountains, or peaks. Yeah. So if I am here, I'm at the basin, or the so-called lower level. In the physical world, now we're speaking the physical and then the mental or spiritual idea. So I'm down here at the bottom, and one day I think, well, I'm going to climb that mountain. So I'm down here and I'm making my steps, climbing the mountain, whatever it may be a cliff or a gradual climb. It doesn't matter. It's the same concept. So I'm thinking I'm going to go to the top. So I'm walking and climbing and going up, and I'm at the top, thinking that I was at the bottom before. But now I'm at the top. And then I look off into the distance. Oh my God, there's another one. It's higher. And again, I'm lower now, right? So I got to start the whole process over again. I got to go back down and then reach the base of the mountain, and then go again. And I get to the next one, the peak, and I look. Oh God, another one. Now, this is what you could call struggle. I'm going to struggle to climb this thing that I think is external to me, which, in the physical world, it is external, isn't it? Like those plants are over there behind me, so for me to get to those plants, I have to, turn around and then go to those plants. Or are they coming to me? So in this sense of the physical, I'm struggling to get to the peak because I think I'm not there yet. So I'm struggling to get there, and then I get there, and then I realize, oh, there's another one. So then I have relief. I'm going back down, and then it starts all over again. So this cycle of struggle, relief, which, because everyone is eternal, they just maybe don't realize it. This is an infinite process. It goes on forever and ever, regardless of where you are. So if you're thinking in the physical, you will always have this continuum, or a continuation of this so-called cycle of struggle and relief, up and down, up and down. And this is suggesting it's external to you in so many ways. Now, because this is strain relief, it's not really balanced, is it? Once you get the concept, this is the yin and yang, yin yang. Once you get the concept of the now, because it's only now, therefore I would then suggest that you are already at the top. There's nowhere to go. You're already there. You're already there. You're already there. Who's to say that this is the top and this is the bottom? That seems a little out of balance, doesn't it? If it's always now, which it is, I don't have a watch on my hand, but it is now. The concept of time is a structured, manufactured, limiting idea. There's no place to go. Now, this is something that's challenging or difficult to accept. There is no place to go because you are already there. This is it. I'm at the peak. I'm at the top. Well, I'm at the fourth floor. I'm at the fourth floor, but I look over my shoulder. Jesus. They just built a new apartment complex. Where is it? I think it's over there somewhere. That's 40 stories high. Oh man, I'm not at the top now. If I think that, then I'm always struggling in the physical, always attempting to get to the top, which is I'm already there anyways. So when I realize that I'm already there, then the, we want to call it magic, or the elements start to align to what I am. I am already there. And then where I choose to be, I shall be. So if I choose to be here, I will be here because I'm already now there, and that world will then come to me, or am I going to it? So there's kind of what is it? Not a catch-22. There's a mind. There's a predicament or a challenge in the mind. Am I going to this place, or is it coming to me? If I have understood who I am is a part that is the monad. The monad is an esoterical or an idea of God in that sense. God is everything and everything is God. All is one, one is all. A fractal, an element of the divine creation. So, no matter how you look at it, I'm going to, and it's coming to me, or I'm already there. It's just transforming into that condition where in the physical construct, I will be there at some point if I choose that that reality. Dwell in the now, for the world is without. Seek within, for the world is without. So, should I choose to understand this idea that it's only now, therefore I should be dwelling in the now, and everything is now as it should be. What I choose to be, or that I am. I'll give you an example of my racing career. Now, I was 13 to 17 years old. 13 to 17 years old, and I was so into it. I was dwelling in this environment, physically and mentally dwelling in it. I was living that so-called dream, that context. And I was so enthusiastic about working on the equipment and just enjoying the moment, the now. And I would do my things. I would prepare things. I would break engines down. I'd put them back together, doing modifications and so on. And then we'd go to the track, and then we would race or practice or what have you. And because I enjoyed it so much, dwelling in that environment, regardless of, there might have been some issues that went on, negative, so-called negative things. However, my dwelling of what I desire it to be became into the existence of reality. So I started, winning races, and I was dominant in what I did. I was enjoying it. Not that I, not that I was expecting to beat everyone and go, yeah, I beat you. No, I didn't. I wasn't there for. I was there just to experience the joy of doing it. I enjoyed it. And so, over, I think, 37 trophies, many 22, 23 first place, second place, third place, and many track records. So I would get into the flow. It just like, the flow is a sense of this energy. If time stops, time doesn't exist. Everything slows down, and then it's just like, and it almost stops. Everything almost stops. So you're going into another reality in this sense. The whole world just kind of collapsed into like a nothingness, and I was experiencing this flow condition. And ultimately I did what I did. Now the question is, I was already there. I was there. I was in this. I wasn't struggling. It was just there in the now. And so what I realized is that how many peaks do I need to climb? I mean, I'm already there. So this is the realization that Well, I'm already there. It gets boring. Now, this is, if you don't really follow what I'm saying, is that it may be a shock to realize that you are already where you are, that you are there. You know, I am here now. I mean, this is it. No fireworks, you know, just plants, me hanging out. That's it. Of course, you could, you know, dwell in loud music, parties, people screaming and, you know, having a good time. Of course, do that. I mean, that's it. That is it. Now, what way you go with that energy, you could you can go down to the abyss. Now, we're talking the abyss in this sense would be you can go to lower vibrational activities or higher vibrational activities. So, in other words, what you enjoy is what will come or be in your energy, your electromagnetic field, the who you are, the realization that's it. Yeah, once you realize that's it, then that's it. Now, that is the turning point. Once you realize you are it, then you can go which way you want to go. Again, you're eternal. This man's world of restrictions, man's rules and doubt and negativity and fear all just go away. Why? Because I won't die. You can kill me in the physical, but so I won't die. Here I won't die. That means in your so-called your energy force, your soul, your sense of being, you want to call it alive. Yeah. So remember, you have the physical world and you have the mental. You are here now. So in the physical, you think it's over there, but no, it's here. And you dwell in it, and then you're there. You know, it's like the movie. You go from one scene to the next. There's that void between the two ideas, but then you're in the next scene. You know, you're on the peak of the mountain after all that, you know, sweat and, and whatever you're doing. However, if you are balanced, you're not going to have that so-called sweating and you know, pain and suffering, and then the relief or the release from all that pain and suffering, because you are more in tune with the flow. So you're just going to flow through this whole thing. Now, right, it's the expansion is always there. It all depends on what you choose to do or be, that is. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up. The truth shall set you free. Again, it's you shouldn't take this as being negative. Is negative. Oh man, I'm already there. That's depressing. No, it's not. Actually, it's enlightening. It's the I'm awake now. Crap. Man, how did I get here? You know, again, this is, you're in control. Now, if you go out and get drunk in a stupor, and then you all of a sudden you're in some other situation that you probably weren't consciously planning on, all of a sudden, oh man, how did I get here? That, of course, left your sense of awareness, and you wound up being in another place which you weren't, you know, so-called planning on. So you may get out of control because you're dwelling, you're in the physical world, not realizing that you are already there. So if you dwell in your goodness, you know, love and abundance and prosperity for everyone and yourself, because it's only one experiencing itself, then your road, your path will always bring mostly what you have already dwelled in. All those things that you were unexpectedly showed up, meaning that if we want to use the positive negative thing, I was having a good time, all of a sudden, bam, this thing happened, and now I'm down here. The more you get the idea of what this is, these ups and downs will no longer be ups and downs. That's an out of balance body. You begin to accept what it is, whatever it is, and then go through it. Because you got the power, you're eternal. The kingdom is within. Jesus said the kingdom is within. The Garden of Eden. This is the garden right here. This is it. Now I can eat the apple, and I got those bad things, and I ate from the tree of life and all that. Then I got the bad things and the good. Well, if I have the bad things and the good things, and I know there are bad things and good things, then I will be able to choose which ones I prefer. Isn't that right? So the duality, separation concept is a lie. It's a misunderstanding of the divine oneness, which contains everything. There's no separation from the two. It's only your choice to which path you go or dwell in. So, in summary, there's only now, and when you get into the balance and radiate your truth, whatever that may be, in the now, then that is what it is, and you get what you get. And preferably, you are dwelling in love, in radiating love and peace and harmony, and so it is, and so it shall be. I'm going to end it on there. So remember, brothers and sisters, seek within, for the world is without. And if you want my writings, books, they're all free, of course, except some of them are not, or one of them is definitely not, because it's not in my power, my control. But I can send you PDF, unofficial versions of that. Anyhow, you can listen to the music I write, and whatever. You do what you want, because it's your life. So, thank you for visiting, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. Oh yeah.